Good evening, everyone. The doctor is in, and thanks again to the Chosen Prime. We're going to be taking a look at GCreations Blade, which is part of their Shuraking combiner. Obviously, Blade is a third-party edition of Swoop, styled in G1, more or less. First impressions are it is quite massive, and going through some of the articulations. The neck has several points, like I think 3 points of articulation for bending the neck. The mouth opens and closes. It would have been nice if it had a swivel in the neck somewhere. As far as the pterodactyl legs, there is a hip, a knee, an ankle, all on hinges. There's no tilt or swivels in those legs. So basically, he can do his pretty generic standing poses, and also can be pushed towards the back. As far as the wing articulation, there's 4 points of articulation, and each wing does have a pretty good range. You can have it go up pretty high, as seen there, and also can swing down below too, if you like. There also is a tail that you can move up and down there in the back. For transformation here, we're going to get that backpack off of the pterodactyl, which is the robot legs, which is tabbed in at that point there. Rotate the legs down. The pterodactyl feet kind of become the thighs of the robot. Separate the legs, flip down that panel, fold out the feet, and then we'll go to the chest. We'll separate those 2 panels there so that we can fold Swoop's head down, or the beak, and then flip up the head. Then it's easier for me to use a little tool to kind of, there's nothing to grip there, at least for me. Flip out those little those flaps, fold them up so that you can rotate the legs or the arms out. Then when you pull these out, you're going to see I'm going to extend the arms. I find that, and you'll see this on the second arm, where if you have the arm pulled out too much, you won't be able to fold that arm out. So you got to kind of push it up again. Once you get those out, you can fold those flaps down, and they will lock into place there on the shoulders, like so. You can bend the wings back, and then open those panels to rotate the robot hands out on each side. And there you have Blade in robot mode. You can see how shiny the chrome is. You can see my reflection there on the right wing. Those missile pods will attach to the wings. You have 2 of his swords, and then you have the very large Shuraking sword, which he can also hold in one of his hands. Other accessories that come with Blade are these parts that you will need to attach his wings to Shuraking in combine mode. There is also the part that you will need to attach the arm and the shoulder. As far as articulation in robot mode, the head is on a ball joint and can rotate 360 degrees. The shoulders are also on a ball joint, can be rotated all the way around when the wings aren't there. There's an additional joint for more posability of the shoulder. The biceps are on a swivel. The elbow is hinged, and the wrist will rotate 360 degrees. The fist is fixed, and the fingers are non-articulated. The waist can rotate, I believe it can rotate 360 degrees if the wings are removed. The hips are double jointed and that they will rotate and also hinge outward. Thighs do swivel, and there is a hinged knee joint. The ankles are on a ball joint, a very tight ball joint that will tilt. What I did forget to mention earlier is that there is a port available for an SH Figuarts stand located under the beak there. Although the figure is so massive that the ones that I have aren't able to support its weight. I do wish that it had larger heels, because when posing the figure it does tend to be a little bit back heavy, especially with the wings attached. In summary, I do like Blade, even with consideration of its minor flaws. Its size is solely driven by the combine mode, which I'm okay with, but it may bother some. Finally, for transforming Blade from robot into arm mode for Shuraking, we're going to remove these the wings on the back there. Then we're going to get the head rotated into position. Sorry, it's out of frame there. Get that panel just flipped up, and then pull out the connector for the shoulder joint. Get those panels rotated up so that we can get the arms and shoulders and fists back into their positions as if they were in pterodactyl mode. And then collapse the arms into position. Then we're going to, there's a button to press there to extend the waist, rotate it 180 degrees, get the feet into position, open up those flaps so that you can connect the two legs side by side. Open these flaps so that the knees can be rotated for the forearms, and then those flaps can be collapsed to lock it into position. As well as those shoulder flaps will help lock things into position. And then you need to get the fist, just separate those forearms, and you need to get in the right way. As you can see, I got it in the wrong way at first. Get those, it won't close unless it's in the right position. And then you can see there is a elbow joint there. Doesn't have a full range of motion, but pretty decent, as well as a swivel to rotate the arm. And there is the shoulder joint.